Josh, I don't know how inclined you are to break that game down after the season's ended. You just summarise it as you ran into the best team in the league, potentially in their hottest form of the season.
Yeah, no, first off, congrats to Illawarra, Justin, and his team. On a much-deserved win, and and an unbelievable season, right? They're the number one team in the league for a reason. I don't want to talk too much about the game. Obviously, it's not a way we wanted to end our season. It leaves kind of a bad thought in your head, or it's a long off season. But I'm really proud of this group, this team. They started the season off 0-5, and I think since that point they've almost had do or die games to get to this point, right? If you start 0-5 and you finish one game away from having a chance to play in the grand final, there's not a lot of room for slippage. And I think for whatever reason tonight, it just wasn't our night. And right from the get-go, it was a stinker of a game. A bad time to have a game like that, but a lot of credit to Illawarra for coming out and being ready to win a big game like this. But I'm really proud of this group. I've said it before and I'll say it again. They accepted me from day one. There was no pushback whatsoever, and I think for that reason is why we've had a lot of success this season.
Really nice moment on full time between two American coaches. Can you take us into what was said there between you and Justin on full time?
Yeah, I just first off, I congratulated him on an awesome season, and I told him I like what he's done with his team. They play the right way, and basically I think that was it. Just congratulate him and tell him I'll be watching the finals and just best of luck, basically. Yeah.
What do you think it was? I don't want to talk about the game too much, but they seemed to have their footing offensively from the get-go, and then they ended up finding a lot of open looks, just like driving kicks.
Yeah, I mean,
what do you think went wrong for you guys?
A lot. I'm not trying, a lot in terms of the game. I mean, we just got punched early, right? It was just a big knockout punch, right? And I'm not. Again, I haven't been a head coach for that long. I haven't ever been involved in a game like that gets up to that high of a deficit. So it's a learning experience for me too, right? Trying to figure out how we try to move and shake during a game like that. But the guys kept playing hard. They're a great group of guys, and it wasn't our best night, and it was a bad night to not be at your best with the circumstances that were at stake. But I don't want to take anything away from Illawarra, but I just want to talk more about the season that we had and congratulate the group of guys I got to coach for a large portion of the season.
You said Illawarra, you told JT that his team plays the right way. What do you mean by that?
I mean, I like the way they play. They've got physical guys. I think that was part of it. We struggled with the physicality in this series. We really did, especially tonight. And that's what I mean. He gets his guys to play really, really hard. That's the secret sauce, right? That's what I mean. They play hard. They play tough. They play physical. I just like his team. And yeah.
How instructive was this game, and I guess this series as a whole for you, not just as a head coach and learning this league, but when you have to now tweak your roster? How instructive was this entire series and this game in particular for you?
I wouldn't even just say. I mean, obviously, it kind of shows like what you need to get to take the next step, right? When you're building a roster, but I think that's kind of been an evaluation period the entire season, not just this series, right? We've played these guys several times this season, all right, and again, it's taking nothing away from them, but I think if we played them again, I don't know if it'd be the same result, right? We just played them 72 hours ago, and it was a much different team on the floor, but we'll worry about that when the time comes.
Josh, 0-5, the season was in ruins. You come in and you take the team within 40 minutes of a championship series. So how do you reflect on the season, and secondary to that, how does it make you feel about your second season in the NBL, your first full season in the NBL?
Yeah, again, I'm really proud of the group. I just told him it's really hard. Like sometimes when you do these press conferences, you wish like you could do it like the next day when you have like time to just take a deep breath, right? But yeah, no, I'm proud of this group. And yeah, we were close, but close doesn't cut it, right? We were also a long ways away from getting to a grand final, right? Because we weren't at the level that we needed to be tonight. Yeah, and then we'll sit down once we can get back home, and yeah, we start building the roster for next season.
Was the Hawks did exactly what you did this season, last season? Look what they did. So I suppose my question was more about you, but you as the coach. How do you feel about the next 12 months having arrived here this year?
Oh no, I'm excited for the future. I'm ecstatic to be here, but I want to give these guys their moment, right? And I'm not looking for, like, I don't want to talk about roster build and next season yet. Like this is about this team, this season, and the group of guys that were in that locker room that stuck together and supported each other all year long. And I told them, I just told them I really appreciate them accepting me and allowing me to coach the way I wanted to coach, and it's not easy to do, right? When you're 0-5 and yeah, everybody's talking about I don't know how bad you are, and to find a way to get yourself off the mat, and like I said, have basically do or die game after do or die game. It's not easy to do, but yeah, it was a really fun year.
Yeah, as Matt mentioned, you have a whole off-season ahead of you. How do you and the boys plan to try and do that one better like Justin did this season?
Yeah, like I just said, we'll once we have some time to take a deep breath and kind of, we'll evaluate what we think we need to go, where we need to pivot. All right, obviously some changes need to be made, but that's every roster in the league. Every team in the league is going to make changes to try to fit the roster to the best style of the way they want to play, and we'll do the same. I have a style that I think can be successful in this league, but it'll be a long, thought out process and very strategic. Thanks, guys.
Good.
We're good. Yeah.
Actually, Josh, I'll go on just quickly for you, Josh. Just about you personally, it's been a hell of a whirlwind of a 5 months. You go from coaching in Turkey, and then all of a sudden you get this job here, you move to a new country, you have to go through a little bit of drama to get your family to come here, you have to pick up a team that started 0-5, and you've pretty much been coaching non-stop. Do you finally get to take a deep breath now and take stock of everything that you've been through, and just have a think about your family life with your young family at home?
If my wife was sitting next to me right now, it's probably a good question for her, because she's had the toughest part of that. I get to, we also have a newborn, or not newborn now, but it's been a whirlwind, right? I think now once the season's over, now you can go home and kind of take a deep breath, but obviously you don't have time to relax too much because there's a lot of work that needs to be done for next season, and we'll get to working on that. But I'm excited to kind of take a deep breath when we get back to Melbourne, and I don't want to say relax, but just deep breath will be nice, Chris.
You don't want to relax, but at the same time, spending time with your daughter, is that the thing that you're most excited about, being able to actually get some time to do now?
Wife and daughter.
Of course. Good answer.
Yeah. That's perfect. Thanks, Josh.
Thank you. Thanks. All right. Good. Thanks. Thanks, guys.